Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I have the most distinguished guest today with me, my beautiful friend, Cindy Dudley. She is an accomplished realtor, has tons of experience, and in my mind is just so inspirational. She has so much experience in our area, and I would say she's probably top in the state, but that's my opinion. So today I wanted Cindy to come and talk with us about how landscaping and real estate go hand in hand. And as you're driving along and you're looking at houses, if you're a potential buyer, the first thing you see is what? The landscape, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so if you are looking at houses, or maybe you're not even looking in the market looking for a house yet, you never know when that opportunity may arise. So today, I want Cindy to talk with us a little bit about how landscaping does impact the real estate. And so, Cindy, will you tell us just a little bit about
Yes,
yourself?
Thank you, Kim. Kim, I've known Kim for years, and I actually saw that Kim went on her own with the Southern Daisy, and I think I might have been one of her first clients, and she did my personal home. So with that being said, as a real estate professional, when I go into a listing appointment and I'm looking at everything, because that first impression so means so much with the photos, with when they walk up or drive by the house. So it's just the little things can be the big things. So it could be as simple as just putting mulch in your yard,
Right.
and having a few tidy up. Trim your bushes instead of hiding the windows. That goes a long way, doesn't it?
Sure, it does. It actually does. For safety reasons and for the curb appeal and the aesthetics of the house.
Right, and it's the front door part. What does that look like?
Yes. Okay, so in your opinion, your expert opinion, do you feel like landscaping does impact negatively and positively, or positively?
I mean, we see houses all the time and there's not any bushes in the front of the house. It's nothing. Like, put a couple of things in there and some beds and it helps with the house and the picture and the way it looks.
Sure.
Because we all know that the internet sells a house. That's the first place someone looks, right?
Yeah, it is. That's very true. That's very true. So would you say that in your experience that the property value can be increased by landscaping? So something that I wanted to talk through is, when you landscape, it's great to put a tree or a bush or something, but I feel like it needs to have a cohesive plan so that it's appealing. You may not realize it's inviting you in, but a lot of times landscaping can create that appeal and that, curb appeal, I guess.
Yes.
But that's something that is very important, but not just sporadic plants here and there like you did. You had a plan put in place.
It was a blank canvas.
It was. I loved it. It was my favorite, of course, because I got to work with you.
Wow.
But
well, I appreciate
but anyway, it just is like, when you go and I'm always looking at houses and looking at the architecture, and you want to complement that a lot when you have shrubs. You don't want a country garden look with a formal estate or.
And I think people think, just like hiring any professional, I knew as a real estate professional, I sell houses. I'm not a doctor, but Kim knows her plants and her landscaping. And when I saw that, I said, I don't know. I'm overwhelmed by looking at this blank canvas. What am I going to put on it? So that's when I called you, and you came and you were so excited. And that's why we hire professionals.
Yeah.
That's why we do it. Like, hire me so that I can help you with selling your house at the highest price. Don't think you can do it yourself. You might think you could, but just like I couldn't do what you did. Like, you did an incredible job.
Thank you.
And then we hired the right person to implement.
Right.
So that's big. I mean, it really is.
It really is. And with the market the way that it is today, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. The sales and it's especially in our area.
Right. Well, in our area in North Carolina, actually across the country. Yeah. So, and you might not think that landscaping can help, but it can. All of it helps, because I was just at a house in Mill Creek, and the siding's starting to come apart, but the landscaping looked okay, except the backyard was so mushy and wet. What's going on with it? People still want to see the whole thing. It's not, yes, you live inside your house, but if they like the outside, they're looking at all of that too.
Sure. And it does draw you in. You can't see the color of the paint on the inside or the way the kitchen looks or whatever from the outside. You see that's what you see is
Right,
the landscaping.
right.
And so, even if you can't go big, what would be your suggestion? Or, like you said earlier, some mulch,
Yeah.
just a little bit
Little
of
bit
mulch.
of mulch, and just have a little bit of a, mulch, and maybe some flowers. If depending on what type of year it is. If it's springtime, I even say just put a container garden on your front porch. I know you do some containers. Just put some flowers welcoming. And something else I do. I just do a welcome mat on the front. When they just a nice new welcome mat with a couple of flowers.
Yeah.
I've done that where I've just gone out or bought greenery. We always have some type of greenery
on the front porch.
Well, and then we do fake plants inside, but outside,
But
of
still,
course,
sure.
you would want to be. Fake inside because if it's vacant, but
Right,
still, like your containers, and just have something with, especially the scale. Some people think, oh, I only have $20. Well, that's not going to cut it. You need to do a little bit better.
Right.
So you want it to scale of whatever your porch is, because
Right.
that's they've taken care of. That shows someone that they really enjoy their whole house.
That's right.
Right. It's
That's
that
right.
welcoming feel.
I agree. And Cindy, when I went and to her house to look at the discovery visit with her, I noticed she did have planters, and I think we repurposed, we painted them, and
they were gray, and she goes, they should be black.
yeah,
like,
but it
call.
gave that nice pop. And so think of that. Think of when you're doing containers, and maybe you don't have landscaping, but you want to add something. Get a pop of color with the planter. There's all kinds now. You can get turquoise and add just some pretty complementary colors. That's a hard word to say. Complementary colors. And that's just the little things. I think you said that earlier. It's the little things that matter the most. And you don't have to go big, but if you can, it's good to put a plan together.
And I would hire her because she's awesome. I have given your name out to people. Saw my yard, and it was like, who is your landscaper? I said, well, you need the landscape design first, and then you get the implementation.
Yes.
So I just so appreciate what you did. I've had more neighbors come by. Your house, you just stepped it up. So I so appreciate you, and I'm so glad we could do this today.
Yes, and I didn't pay her to say that.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
I love it.
No,
well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, and thank you everybody for watching. Stay tuned. We are in the series of landscape design how-to 101, and so you'll continue to see how the landscaping impacts your home value, and how you too can transform your yard. So take care, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.